Welcome to Worldwide Truth Foundation, where truth is not just something we hear, it is something we become, a process, a journey, a refining. If you have been walking through these days, then you already feel it. Something is shifting, not just in what you understand, but in how you see, how you think, how you respond. Because awakening is not information, it is transformation, and transformation follows order. First, you chose who you are. Then, you allowed truth to examine you. Then you confronted what was not aligned. And now we arrive at a moment that is quieter, but no less powerful. Because after truth is seen, after illusion is exposed, after false authority is confronted, there is only one thing left to do: remove what does not belong. This is the day of preparation, not adding more. Not doing more, but emptying. And this is where many people struggle, because adding feels productive, but removing feels like loss. Yet in truth, removal is not loss. It is liberation. Because what you are removing was never meant to remain. And this is where the deeper mystery begins to unfold. In the pattern given through the Torah, all leaven had to be removed before Passover. Every trace, every hidden piece, nothing could remain. On the surface, leaven is simple. It is yeast. But beneath the surface, it reveals something far more profound. Leaven represents mixture. It represents distortion. It represents anything that alters what is pure, anything that quietly spreads, anything that enters unnoticed but changes everything over time. And this is what makes it dangerous. Not because it is loud, but because it is subtle. It does not announce itself. It hides. In thoughts you never questioned. In beliefs you accepted long ago. In habits you formed without awareness. In identities that feel real, but were never original. And slowly, it spreads. Until what was once clear becomes mixed. And this is why this moment matters. Because now that you have seen truth, now that you have examined your mind, now that you have confronted what is false, you must remove what remains. Because truth cannot fully manifest in a space filled with mixture. You cannot hold fear and expect peace. You cannot hold pride and expect alignment. You cannot hold a false identity and expect awakening. Something must be released. And this is where honesty becomes essential. Not surface-level honesty. Deep honesty. The kind that is willing to say, this does not belong in me, even if it feels familiar, even if it feels comfortable, even if it feels like part of who you are. Because not everything that feels like you is truly you. And this is where the process becomes precise. Because this is not about removing everything. It is about removing what is not aligned with truth. And there are specific things that often remain hidden. Pride. The quiet voice that says, I already know. The resistance to correction, the unwillingness to go deeper. Pride does not always appear loud. Sometimes it appears as certainty. But certainty without truth becomes limitation, and pride blocks what truth is trying to reveal. Then there is fear, one of the most subtle forms of inner leaven. Fear does not always shout. Sometimes it whispers. It distorts how you see yourself. It controls how you respond. It limits how far you are willing to go. And if it is not removed, it will continue to shape your life. And then there is false identity. The deepest layer. The version of you that was formed through experience, through pain, through expectation, through conditioning. It feels real, it feels familiar, but it is not original. And if it remains, it will continue to create mixture. And this is why mixture is so dangerous, because it is not completely false. It contains elements of truth, but it is not fully aligned. And that makes it harder to detect. Because you can have some truth and still be misaligned. You can understand truth and still live from distortion. And this is why many people remain stuck, not because they lack truth, but because they have not removed what is false. And this is where the process becomes intentional. Because removal does not happen accidentally. It requires awareness. Seeing clearly what is not aligned. It requires honesty, not excusing what you see, and it requires action, letting it go, not later, now. And this is where preparation becomes quiet, because true preparation is not loud, it is internal, it is still, it is intentional. And we see this pattern clearly. During this time, Yeshua is not performing publicly. He is not drawing attention. He is not creating noise. He is preparing, quietly, intentionally, aligned. And this reveals something powerful. While the world is distracted, truth prepares in silence. And this is why stillness is important. Because in stillness, noise fades, clarity increases, truth becomes visible, and alignment begins to take place. So this moment requires you to slow down, to be still, and to ask honestly, what am I holding on to that is not truth? What belief, thought, or identity is creating mixture in me? What must I release today? Do not rush that question, because the answer is already within you. It simply needs space to surface, and when it does, do not ignore it, do not justify it, do not delay, release it, because what you refuse to remove will limit what you are able to receive. And this is the deeper truth of this moment. Because this is not just about removal, it is about preparation. Preparation for what is coming next, preparation for crossing, preparation for transformation. But you cannot cross carrying distortion. You cannot move forward holding on to what is false. So this is the moment where Yahweh begins to lighten you, to remove what is heavy, to clear what is unnecessary, to align what has been mixed, not to take from you, but to prepare you. Because before truth can fully fill you, you must become a space that can contain it. And that requires cleansing, simplicity, alignment. So speak this, not as words, but as surrender. I release every form of mixture within me. I let go of pride, fear, and false identity. I remove every belief that is not aligned with truth. I choose simplicity, clarity, and purity. I prepare myself as a vessel of truth. Nothing false remains in me. I am aligned. I am ready. I am clear. Let that settle within you. Because this is not emptiness without purpose. This is preparation for fullness. This is alignment for what is coming next. So do not rush this moment. Sit in it. Allow it. Walk through it fully. Because what you remove today creates space for what must come tomorrow. And if this message spoke to you, don't let it pass. Take a moment to reflect. Write down what was revealed. And if this helped you see deeper, go ahead and comment below. Share what you are releasing today. Your voice matters in this awakening. Share this with someone who is ready to let go of what no longer belongs. And make sure you subscribe to Worldwide Truth Foundation so you don't miss what comes next. Because this is not just teaching, it is a journey of alignment, step by step. Thank you for choosing truth. Thank you for releasing what is false. And thank you for being part of this awakening. Stay rooted, stay clear, stay aligned, because the moment you empty yourself of what is not truth is the moment you become ready to be filled with what is. Amen.